Zane Clodfelter with Otters TV here with Preston Leinenbach. This is our traditional series wrap-up, and everybody behind us is looking at us, wondering what we're doing. Well, we're doing the series wrap-up.
Because they don't watch.
No, they don't watch our series wrap-up, so perhaps now that they know that we're doing this, they'll look for themselves on YouTube, and we'll get more viewers. So that's the goal here, but actually it's the end of the home schedule picnic that always happens. I've been here for 8 years, and this is my 8th picnic.
This would be, I guess, my first, because I didn't come last year.
I don't know why I didn't come last year. Lucas came and Preston came, and we had a great time. We had fried chicken, potato salad.
I don't remember what the last day entailed last year.
That's a good point.
Maybe I wasn't here because of like school or something, because I was still at school.
Yeah, he was. He was still. He was still.
If I remember right, the regular season home schedule ended like on Thursday.
It did, because then they went to Gateway.
Yeah, so I was probably one of my evening classes, which I didn't always like.
So what we're doing was we're basically wrapping up the series against River City, the final scheduled series at Bosse Field for 2018. Of course, the regular season now moves on the road for the final 6 games, and then if the Otters are going to be back here at Bosse Field, it means playoffs, but still a lot to be determined. However, kind of a difficult weekend for Evansville, losing 2 of 3 to River City, another team vying for those same postseason spots.
Yes, same postseason spots, not necessarily just the ballpark, but again, still trying to get the division. Normal is probably the other top contender for the division, I would say, as of right now. However, again, the Otters are not out of it. They still have 6 games to work with. Thankfully, against Gateway, I guess you would say, although Gateway they'll still be playing to their fullest potential. Obviously, those guys are trying to play for many spots for next year right now. And no easy task, and we hope that the Otters have a mindset that they need to sweep that series at Gateway to really set themselves up for a good, legitimate chance over the next weekend.
Remember what happened at Gateway, though, last year? Last year, Evansville went into Gateway the final weekend of the regular season on the road. Gateway was in a similar situation as last year. Evansville still needed to do some work, and Gateway ended up taking 2 of 3 out of that series, but Evansville was fortunate because Windy City, who was also in that wild card discussion, lost a couple of times, and so Evansville somewhat backed their way in. So you can never take any team for granted at this time. As you mentioned, playing for spots the other teams are. Normal might be a very compelling series. I wish it was at Bosse Field to close the season as opposed to being at the Corn Crib.
But yet, compared to even last year, I feel like the Otters are more in it still this year than last year. Because last year, I mean, they had to have a lot going right. I felt like last year to get that wild card spot. Of course, right now, their biggest contenders, I guess you would say, outside of what's in the West Division, going for the division, is basically one, whoever's going to win the East Division will win the East, and it's basically then it's up to Joliet or Lake Erie right now. Obviously, both of those teams could make it based on the way the playoff format is set up. However, I think the Otters, again, just have to be a little bit more favorable schedule, and hopefully can bounce back. Again, it all started, I think, in a tough way on Friday night with the ninth inning.
Yeah, to kind of recap the series for you guys, if you missed it, Friday night, Evansville had a 5-0 lead, 8 unanswered runs by River City in the 9th, led to an 8-5 loss. Saturday really bounced back, looked really, really good. A 3-1 victory to even the series, and then a crucial opportunity on Sunday, but unfortunately just an off day for Randy Wynn and a 9-4 loss.
Yeah, just a tough weekend overall, and again, a lot of thoughts have to go back to Friday night's game. I guess you quote unquote got away from the Otters, but again, gotta give credit to River City. They just had the Otters number this year, especially at Bosse Field. Again, sweeping the Otters that first time around, and then able to respond. Because again, a lot of teams would fold being down by 5 runs, 5-0 going to the 9th, and they did on Friday night. So you gotta give River City a lot of credit for what they're doing this year. And I know that you got to speak with Brian McKinnon, their broadcaster for Fourth Game, and
yes,
how these guys. You talk about how there's like no affiliated baseball players. Really, this team is just all returning players, and they had that core from last year and that veteran leadership.
I think that's a double-edged sword, though, because I think if you have guys taken from your organization and move on to affiliated baseball, I think in the future and down the road that helps you get more.
Attract guys. I mean,
yes,
it's like college recruiting almost. If you have success, you get to the NCAA tournament or whatever, what have you, that tends to lead to good recruiting the following year.
Yeah.
So it's basically in a similar scenario.
So again, it's a double-edged sword. You know, it would be nice to have a same roster for the entire course of the year, but at the same time, if you can have a talented player like Luke Rennie for 3-4 weeks, a couple of months, utilize him, that's going to pay dividends, and then you just have to find a way to replace him. And I think that's kind of been a situation where Evansville, perhaps in years past, you compare to this year, maybe haven't been as successful in terms of replacing that talent lost.
Yeah, it's been tough without doubt, especially with this year, because there was so much. First Luke Rennie, and McGuff, and Taylor, and most recently Alex Phillips over this week. So again, it's been tough. Obviously, the goal of this league and this organization is to move players to back to affiliated baseball, but sometimes you gotta look deep from the perspective of the coaches. Have to find good talent to come back and replace those guys. And overall, it just makes things tougher, not only just in terms of the talent, you know, and the skill level, I guess, but also the cohesiveness. You know, the guys coming in and out. Sometimes something might mess up the chemistry with the team. But overall, I think this year's team has had good chemistry, despite, I guess, the rotating door, if you will. And again, there's still a lot to be played for. There's still a lot to go after on the road. And especially, I think a lot of confidence can still be taken from the fact that Evansville swept Southern Illinois earlier this week.
Yeah. So still a 4-2 homestand, but man, and this happened earlier in the year where, was it Gateway? Evansville swept Gateway Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It was 2 of 3 against Gateway, swept Southern Illinois, and then River City came down before the All-Star break.
You are, okay, so yeah, so they swept Southern Illinois. You're feeling good about yourself, then River City comes in.
Might have that reverse order, but yeah.
Yeah, River City comes in and kind of humbles you, and then you sweep Southern Illinois again, because Evansville did that twice this year. Sorry, Jason. And then River City comes back in, and they kind of take it to Evansville. So there's always one team, it seems like, in the Frontier League each year that has Evansville's number at Bosse Field. Last year, remember which team it was?
Schaumburg.
It was Schaumburg, because Schaumburg went 6-0 here at the ballpark. This year, I'd give that title to River City. Aside from Saturday night, won every game, 5-1 finish. So really kudos to them doing it on the road. Steve Brooks, their manager, has been there for forever. He just knows how to get it done, as does Andy, but man, it's tough to go up against River City.
Yeah, he's so tough because, like you said, he's been with River City, Steve Brooks, for quite a while, and really, and the other thing is he kind of wears multiple caps in his position, not only being the manager, you can tell where he is also the pitcher.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can tell where there's a different strategy with him and going out there to the field with the plan compared to most managers as well as Lincoln McCauley. But overall, you can tell where he's constantly got those gears going, making strategic decisions. Where even today, we were a couple times of the week and we saw him just use a pitcher for one batter, you know, a specialist, if you will, then he would go to somebody else.
Sam, real quick, can we get I guess technically, as we're recording it, it's live, but when we post this to YouTube in like 3 hours, it won't be live. But let's get real quick a pan here of the picnic festivities. People. Oh, and John Stanley's talking real quick before we cut this video off. Sam, give me this. Sam has been doing a diligent job in terms of recording, so we want to give, and then there's his lady friend, Lauren. But Sam, thank you for all that you've done. And real quick, the final series, 2 series, you have you have Gateway, and then you have Normal. Sam, your favorite thing about each ballpark?
Gateway, I haven't tried it, and I'm scared to because it might mean like death. But
oh, the burger.
The burger with
Okay.
the donuts and the bacon. See, it scares me.
Okay, your favorite thing about Normal?
Cheese curds.
So not corn.
So it's not corn. They don't have like corn on the cob there.
Oh, they do, but the cheese curds are phenomenal.
Okay. Fair enough. So we will have one more of these wrap-ups because regardless of what happens over the next couple of days, the next week, Sam, Preston, and I, we will have a final series wrap-up the Monday, which would be Labor Day, I guess. We're planning on having it. So this isn't goodbye for just now, but for Preston, Sam, lady friend Lauren, Eugene, I'm Zane Clodfelter. This has been Otters TV.